Hey everybody, bringing you guys another video of Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. And today I want to talk about Z-AWAKENing coming soon, which they say mid-March, I believe, if we take a look at the news. I haven't covered this yet, haven't had the time, or I don't know, just the right setup for it yet. But Extreme Z Battle, I guess that's what they're calling it, but a lot of people say Z-AWAKENing. This event is gonna be kind of toughy, I would say, because it's not like, I would say, easy, because it's not. Especially when you get to a certain level, it becomes very difficult. But if you do have the appropriate teams, it's not as bad. So what I'm talking about here is two things. One, there is a category, if I can pull it up right here, and it's the, I believe, resurrection category, or yeah, resurrection category with Golden Frieza, right? Everybody knows about him. Everybody knows his leader ability, how amazing it is. But we don't have him on Dokkan just yet. Which I said in the last video that they might come out with a banner, a Dokkan Fest banner with either AGL or Tech or maybe both. And Angel Frieza is going to be featured. Which it's a big possibility, but not sure 100%. Then we also got a small leader here, which it's not really going to help very much. For one, because he only supplies you with 2 key, no health, but attack and defense 20%. It's not a very good leader ability, but if you don't have other choices, you could try running this as your leader, but you need the event to be out too. So you're still stuck with not having that leader. So if I go here, these are the options of different characters you can actually run to cause more damage or receive less damage. I believe the abilities on them come in handy. That's what you gotta look for, what teams to run. You may have to run a few different units. I made a few teams on my account, but there's still quite a few teams you can run. Let me see. If you go here, the most optimal team, or the best team you can possibly run and maybe win, is this one. For, let's say, Extreme Tech. I would say, you know, if you do have Broly, which I know a lot of people might not, which you can probably run, I would say Cell, for example, but he doesn't give you the health and defense that you need. Or you can run the demigod, the Frieza, if you have him, of course. I'm just talking about summonable characters, because there's not a lot that you can do with the free-to-play, because a lot of them are summonable that you get, you know, every time, like a few of the Friezas, I think most of the Friezas, except for Bio Broly. He's another character you can bring, but the only problem with him is his defensive. You know, his defense goes down to 0, like every other Broly. But if you take a look at his passive, let's see, defense 70%, attack 50%, a few attack. Yeah, well, seems like it could come in handy facing one enemy, it looks like. But this is a team that you can run, but what happens with having stunners, sealers on the team, eventually it gets to a point where you can't stun Goku or stun or seal him, which makes it very complicated. You can probably, I believe you can still lower defense or attack. And this Vegeta here, Majin Vegeta, he actually he stuns, but there's a point where it's gonna stop. And if you want to nuke, but the thing is you can't bring items, So you got to get lucky and get a whole bunch of orbs on the field, or take characters that change the field to maybe nuke with Cell here, but it's still a big risk, very big risk. So when an event comes out, I will try to cover as much as I can with teams. But if we go over to the hero side, there's not very many options, because Resurrection comes more towards the villains. Because here, the most optimal, or the only heroes actually on this, excuse me guys, excuse me everyone, is Super Saiyan 3 Goku. You can also substitute him with, come on, where are you? You can substitute him probably for the free-to-play Goku one if you don't have him, because of his leader ability. But this Goku is part of the Resurrection category, so he will get that little aura around him and the little bubble in the bottom. This Super Saiyan 2, I believe, Angel Goku is on the category. I got him Super Attack 8, but, you know, Ki plus 5 attack, what is that, 12,000? When you put him in the third slot. So that means he's going to be out of rotation every time. So he'll be in, and then he'll be gone for 2. He'll be back, gone for 2. So that's how his passive works. So you might get that extra damage with him to help out. Then also we got the Sealer, which I said eventually it gets to a point where you can't seal him, if I stand corrected. I believe that's still true. And you can't seal, so he'll become not helpful, but the only thing he'll help is maybe with changing orbs on there, giving you super attacks, giving every unit a key, maybe get that Dokkan mode faster, which you will come in handy. And then we got Oop here, which he does heal, which would be, let me see, health 1500 per tech. Yeah, so you would have to feed him tech orbs, green orbs, to heal up. So that's another possibility to make the thing last longer, but 15,000 isn't very much, but it can come in a clutch. And a big one. Wait, come on, this Gohan here. If you did get lucky and pull him, you're like, oh my god, I pulled another one. Well, you're very lucky to actually have him, because his passive is the one you want to look for. He also stuns, but the fact that if you're at 30% and he comes into play, you'll heal up all the way up. So that's like a free heal in the game. It's kind of like Dokkan Battle, Super Battle Road. You know, you gotta get lucky. If you get lucky, you'll beat the event, but you gotta beat it 30 times. Remember, every stage gets harder and harder. So this guy would come in handy if you have him on your team. Also, I keep clicking it. Candy Vegito. If you have him on your team and you get lucky and you did put some orbs into him to give him dodge, he would be viable for this team. One, you gotta keep your fingers crossed that he'll dodge the attacks, especially supers. Just regular attacks, you're just hoping for him to dodge, so you're depending on RNG. So RNG is on your side, you end up beating him. So this is one team you can run, I would say. There's so many other teams you can try, but yeah, you're looking at a very difficult fight. The free to play, I'm sorry, but I don't think this event is going to be for the free-to-play players, which you can try. You know, you can try if you do have that Goku. You might be able to get to stage 10, let's say. You get to stage 10. I believe you can get him awakened to level, what is it, 125, 130 maybe. But you're pushing it. And then also, you can also run LR Goku, which, you know, his defense is high. But it doesn't matter in this mode because he'll get hit for a lot just because he's not part of the category. Also, you can bring Super Saiyan 4 if you got him. He might help by countering those super attacks, but he won't be able to tank as good. Because remember, you don't get items. You can also bring the Beerus if you have him. But there's so many different options you can try, but a lot of the units aren't going to hit as hard as you would like them to, because they made it special for that event. Maybe this Trunks right here, which that defense buff, but still, he will get hit for a lot. Who else do we got that I can take a quick look? Ceiling, you know, eventually goes away. Jocko can help out for one turn, and that's it, which he's not very valuable for this. You can also try to... It's a very hard, very difficult team to bring, because, you know, he is AGL. You want to bring what's strong against him, but there's a lot of units missing. Like, for example, when the Truth did this, he had LR Bojack, he had Golden Angel Frieza, and he barely made it. But maybe if he would have made his team a little different, it could have been a different outcome. But still, you know, there's a lot of teams that you can try to beat him. If we take another look here, let's see. He does give the defense buff, but it's still not going to be enough. It might be. You can also try changing orbs, different combinations. Mass Saiyan is probably going to be good because it's one enemy and less, so he'll be getting that passive. I believe this Frieza here also has a good passive. I need to awaken him, which I haven't done yet, because a long time ago I had him and I thought he was garbage, wanted to make room, and I sold him. So that was like when he first came out, like back less, like, I don't know, maybe 4 months or 3 months that it came out. I didn't know better. I just wanted to make room, and I thought he was useless, so I trashed him. But I finally got him back. But yeah, you know, you can try different things. Maybe the Guldo strategy where you lower the defense down to 0. I don't know if it'll work like Broly, you know, because he doesn't have a guard. There's tons of options, which I can't wait for it to come out and try some of these and beat it. Especially, you know, this guy too. This guy lowers the defense and the attack and everything. So you can try different combinations. I just wanted to bring out this video to see if I can, you know, inspire you guys to figure out teams. When it comes out, I'll try my best to help out with it, because you need to bring a whole bunch of different combinations to try to beat this man. Super Saiyan 3, Goku, the AGL. So if you guys are hyped, let me know. And I totally forgot to mention this in the beginning of the video, but I am having a giveaway, so the link is in the description below. Check out the video, and, you know, like, subscribe, and leave me a comment to enter the giveaway. So that's all that I got for you guys today. So let's just go here and do a single, just to see if anything is there, brewing, waiting to come out for you guys. So we'll end it with this and see what we get. And was that okay? Nothing. But that's all I got for you guys, everyone. You guys stay out of trouble. Take care of yourselves. And as always, peace.